Hello, Peter. You have, oh, look at that dog. Isn't she cute? All right. Well, we're here. We did the trip in the middle of winter across Canada. How did you think it went? What were the roads like?
For the most part, the roads were pretty good. Few areas of potholes, but that's to be expected in Canada in the winter. And the highways were good. They were well cleared of snow. We beat out storms all the way across the country.
We did get caught though in
Sault Ste. Marie.
just outside Sault Ste. Marie, and then the other one was, I think, in Quebec.
Yeah, we didn't really get caught. It was actually planned that it would start just before we arrived, and it came down overnight. And by the time we got up in the morning, the roads were clear.
Nice. Were you surprised about the mobile coverage? I mean, we've done this trip many times, and what do you think? Was it better or worse than the last time we did it, which was during lockdown?
You're probably the better person to answer that, given I was driving the whole time. But from what you seem to be doing, it seemed like there was pretty good coverage all the way across the country.
I agree. Oh, what about the Google and booking? So the one thing that we did do was book the night before for the next night because of weather planning and whatnot. How long did it take us to work out that we were being scammed by that app? Remember, you would try and click on it and then try and book a hotel, and you'd end up on some crazy...
Yeah, you always wound up back with booking.com, even though you wanted to try and talk directly with the place we were trying to stay. That was pretty frustrating. And even the hoteliers all seemed to agree that it was a really shitty way to do bookings.
It was horrible, and it added more costs than it needed to as well. What weather apps did you use? Did you use one? Did you use 5? How did you plan our trip, Mr. Navigator?
Oh, well, I was never a navigator. I was a gunnery officer, but I used several different apps. Often just looked at the radar picture as well, because everybody thinks they're an expert, but most of the apps get a pretty good job depending on what formula they're using, and then you use the experience that I gained from 24 years at sea on top of that.
There was that Good American app too that you kept saying was really good. What was the name of that one? I think it was
Highway
Weather app. It seemed to be the most accurate. It was American too. What was I was gonna ask you as well. Oh, traveling with dogs. One thing that wasn't clear was the additional cost.
Yeah, everywhere, almost everywhere in Canada was pet friendly. It's pet friendly because they're making a good buck on it. They don't charge extra for toddlers, and I'd wager you my next pay packet that they would cause more damage to the room than our dogs ever did.
And it was per dog. That was never explicit until it took a couple of nights to work that out, that it wasn't for one dog, it was for 2. So in some instances, the room charges were fine, but they were adding $100 or more per night for the dogs.
Well, it's better than sleeping in the truck.
Yep, that was totally true. So how many kilometers did we travel?
For the whole trip?
Yep, from Gisborne all the way to Newfoundland, where we are.
Just over 19,000. I think it was 19,200 and something.
How many time zone hours did we change?
16 time zones.
0.5. We're in Newfoundland. And what happened? It was last weekend. The clocks went ahead. No sooner did we sort of get on this time zone, and they changed it again. So, would you do the trip again?
Oh yeah, in a heartbeat. It was actually a lot of fun. I probably wouldn't do it in February, but if I had the choice. But the trip was actually still a lot of fun. And we got to catch up with some folks as well.
Well, I hope everybody enjoys this video. There are a lot of, I tried to condense some of the driving just so you could see the condition of the roads and what the ferry was like. So anybody who hasn't done the Newfoundland ferry, I was scared to death, but it was okay. It was okay. Hey, Quilly.
And you never drove the whole time.
No, but I've driven once since we've been here. Hey, Quilla. Where is she? There's Griffey. All right. Enjoy the video and, like and subscribe.
Everybody had a hard year. Nobody got their pay. What a time for the lonely ones. Thought every dog had its day. What a time for the wicked, the hungry and the brave. Ain't no time left to pretend. The car is on its way. Somebody call the cab.
Snack radar. You guys had snacks. How much more do you need? I know, your little noses. Don't look sad, Griff. Don't look sad. You had a pepperoni. Yeah, and a cookie, and a Timbit. You're not getting any more, Quilla. Okay, everybody lay down. Have a sleep.
I'll be alright, 'cause I got you on my shoulder. I'll be alright. We'll settle down when we're older. We'll be alright. Somebody that's marrying.
World's shortest covered bridge in the world. 24 feet. New Brunswick. Woohoo! One more time zone. Well, that didn't work out very well. In New Glasgow, went to get gas, petrol, at the petrol station, but there was a car on fire, so we couldn't do that. And that's not the first time in Nova Scotia this morning. There have been massive ambulances or fire trucks and police at a gas station. So we haven't had any luck. We're going to try the next one. Hi, Quilla. So Kevin has a shower. We have a 4-berth. You can barely move in here. Got a window. Oh, and there's a TV. That must be for the safety message. But I bet it's not like an Air New Zealand safety message. There's a giant squid in a dude's lawn. Welcome to Newfoundland, Labrador. It is beautiful here. Look at the mountains. Bloody cold. -3. Could be worse. Hi everyone, we're in over here. The snow is beyond insane. So let me just walk you through. It looks different to what I expected. So in here, where we have some appliances that we didn't have, this is where the coffee bar is gonna go. And this kitchen, we'll do something with it, but to be perfectly honest, it's clean and it's serviceable for now. This is the dining room. Looks outside. The living room or lounge. It's a little smaller than I thought. I think my furniture is going to struggle, but that's okay. Yeah. That is technically the front door, although the one we use is down the stairs. Hi, Peter. So Peter did all the driving, although I did drive today and it was pretty hard. So there's the bathroom. A bedroom. And this extremely bright yellow room, which is growing on me, to be fair.